Hi everyone. In the previous video, you have learned to retrieve Dua Lipa's music data using the Spotify method. You have used the artist method to retrieve information of a single artist given the artist ID. And the artist ID was retrieved as one of the endpoints in Spotify's website. You have also learned to use artist albums to retrieve the albums of a single artist given the artist ID. And lastly, you have also learned to use album tracks to retrieve all the songs of an album given an album ID. Subsequently, you save them as 3 different objects. So in this video, I will show you how to navigate the nested dictionaries to get the data you want from the dictionary. So let us start with artist information, and let's print out artist information to recap what was retrieved from the previous video. So as you can see, it is a nested dictionary, and often a nested dictionary can be hard to read. But let us take a minute to look at each of the key value pairs to have a basic understanding of how to examine a structure of a nested dictionary. So the first key value pair is the external URL with a value that is a nested dictionary, and in this nested dictionary the key is Spotify and the value is the URL. Now the next key value pair with the key followers has a value of another nested dictionary which consists of 2 keys, href and total, and their values respectively. Alright. Now the third key value pair is genre, but the value is actually a list. So sometimes it can be quite difficult to see the structure. We can try using another method to look at the structure of a dictionary, especially when it's very complicated. Recall, we actually imported a library called JSON, and we can actually use this JSON library to print a better structure so that it is easier for us to look at all the different key value pairs. Okay, so since I've imported JSON library in line 3, I will simply print JSON and use a method called dumps, which will return a string, and I will put artist_info. Now, to have some indentation and giving new lines between each of these key value pair, I need to include a indent parameter, and often we will use 4 spaces for JSON object. So let's print and take a look at the output. So if you compare the nested dictionary just by normal printing and the one that you print in JSON format, you will notice that it is easier to read the structure of a JSON format printout. We can also print the keys. Now that we know this is a dictionary, we can also use the key attributes. So let's type artist info and get the attributes of this dictionary and type keys parenthesis. Let's print out line 16 and take a look at the output. And just by printing the keys, we are able to extract just the keys, external URL, followers, genres, and so on. Now that we know the keys, we can actually print out the values within this key. So let me just change line 16 printing. I'm going to access to the external URL using the subscript method for a dictionary. Alright, so let's print line 16 and look at the output. So the output would show a nested dictionary. Now, since this is a nested dictionary, we could actually include another subscript to just access to the value directly of this Spotify key. So notice the difference when we access the nested dictionary this way. Let's try another example in artist info object, and let's print artist info and access the value of followers. So notice this output of the followers include the href and total with 2 keys. So if I'm interested to just access to the total number of followers in Dua Lipa's album or Spotify page, I could just simply access to the value directly using another square bracket. And let's take a look. Let me just comment out line 16 so we only see one output. Okay, so you can see that by accessing the dictionaries key and with another square brackets, you could access the value directly in a nested dictionary. In the next video, we will go through how to access another nested dictionary, artist album, which is more complex. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you find it useful. See you in the next video.